This is a moment of celebration.
हम ये हैरान हैं कि ये किस बात का जश्न मना रहे हैं.
Can anyone question the magnitude of the changes we have been able to bring about?
The danger of excessive propaganda is that you buy your own propaganda.
Next year, we will report to our people directly, seeking a renewed mandate.
So whatever our critics may say, this is a moment of rejoicing for all of us.
22nd May, the United Progressive Alliance has completed 9 years. A long journey which they think is worth celebrating. The opposition thinks differently, feels the nation should mourn their misfortune rather than celebrate. Back in Delhi, the temperature has crossed 46 degrees centigrade. The political temperature only higher. 11:30 a.m. Sushma Swaraj and Arun Jaitley address a press conference at 11 Ashoka Road, the party headquarters.
मुझे दुख से कहना पड़ता है कि यूपीए में डॉक्टर मनमोहन सिंह प्राइम मिनिस्टर तो हैं, लेकिन लीडर नहीं हैं. और लीडर ना वो अपनी पार्टी के हैं और ना वो देश के हैं. एक घोटाला थमता नहीं, दूसरा उजागर हो जाता है. और राशि माइंड बॉगलिंग. इतना भ्रष्टाचार पहले कभी किसी शासनकाल में नहीं हुआ, तो ये गलत नहीं होगा. इसलिए हम ये हैरान हैं कि ये किस बात का जश्न मना रहे हैं. आज 4 साल में ये जश्न मना रहे हैं, किस बात का जश्न मना रहे हैं.
The Bharatiya Janata Party leaders did not even give the slightest possible chance for the Congress to stake claims for their 4th anniversary. Two of their senior-most and fierce leaders, Sushma Swaraj and Arun Jaitley, came out and literally preempted what the Congress could have stated as their claims in their 4th anniversary and teared into this government, even prior to the festivities which could have started in the Congress in New Delhi.
Just as the BJP PC was ending, the Congress reporters got this message from the Congress's media department, saying that their press conference, which had been cancelled for that day because of the evening anniversary celebrations of the UPA, that would be rescheduled. And in fact, that press conference would be held at 2 p.m. instead of the usual 4:15 in the afternoon.
Well, I think the BJP talking about misgovernance, who do not understand governance, is absurd, and I find it amusing. They have demonstrated misgovernance at the highest levels.
The BJP also says that Dr. Manmohan Singh may be the Prime Minister, but he is only a titular head. It is actually 10 Janpad that controls everything.
Mrs. Gandhi is not a power center where government is concerned. Mrs. Gandhi, of course, is the President of the Congress Party. And the Prime Minister functions independently as the Prime Minister. The BJP is, I think, responding with a sense of frustration. Frustration to the setbacks they've had and the setbacks which are in the horizon.
At Ajoy Bhavan, we caught up with CPI's tallest leader, A.B. Bardha. During UPA 1, the left front stopped the government from steamrolling its way through business. Something he is extremely proud of.
In retrospect, what would you say? That was the right decision?
After the first 2 or 2.5 years, the Congress ceased to follow it. Our differences had started right then. That was the climax, the 1, 2, 3 agreement. So therefore we had perforce to break. The UPA 1 had a minimum program. It had the support of the left from behind and from outside. The UPA 2 has no such thing. It is like a bull in a Chinese shop now.
So it was clear that the opposition and the friends turn 4 will now question the very idea of UPA, that whether UPA is really united and progressive.
Leader of opposition in the Rajya Sabha, Arun Jaitley, says celebration should be the last thing on government's mind. UPA with the Congress at its helm, he says, is a failed alliance.
I think the UPA regime has been a wasted opportunity. It's a government which hasn't been able to provide the country with inspirational leadership. It's a government which has mismanaged the economy. It's a government where India's foreign policy has been so badly administered that you almost are at odds with all neighboring countries.
Do you think UPA has had a successful tenure, or do you think it would?
First of all, it has provided stability to the country. Now, the Congress party has proved that it can run a coalition. Manrega, which is providing employment to crores and crores of people in the villages. And similarly, the RTI, which is, media is also beneficial out of RTI, right to information, given by UP government. And then Jawaharlal Urban Renewal Mission. And lot many other steps have been taken, waiving of farmers' loan. So number of steps have been taken.
This obsession with FDI in retail, not that we were opposed to FDI and everything else. So it was a culmination of factors, and I think the big thing which has happened to UPA, people, they've forgotten who they are working for.
7 p.m. the same day, 7 Racecourse Road is full of guests. Senior party leaders and those of the allies who remain have been made to sit on the stage. The Prime Minister is to present his 9th report card.
Let me focus today on 4 key achievements. 1. The improved performance of the economy. 2. Making the growth process more inclusive. 3. Delivery of better governance and better delivery of welfare and development programs. And 4. Improved relations with a changing and challenging world.
We have nothing to hide. We have nothing to feel defensive about. The Prime Minister is carrying out his responsibilities with great dignity in the face of unrelenting hostility and abuse from the opposition. We respect him, and we all stand by him. But even as I state this, I cannot hide my deep sense of disappointment at the way that Parliament has been prevented by the principal opposition party from functioning.
It's only the adamance of the UPA that they didn't get these ministers to resign when the session started that it led to a problem of this kind. And why the ministers were not resigning is itself an inner Congress problem.
After keeping them guessing through the day, Samajwadi Party has decided that they won't attend the dinner.
देखिए, हम लोगों ने सांप्रदायिकता के विरोध में समर्थन सरकार को दिया था, असफलताओं के लिए समर्थन नहीं दिया था। यूपीए के 4 वर्ष असफलताओं के वर्ष रहे हैं। इसमें समाजवादी पार्टी अपने को शरीक नहीं करना चाहती है, क्योंकि हमने अभी उत्तर प्रदेश का चुनाव जीता है, हम सफलता की ओर चल रहे हैं। अपना नाम असफलताओं के साथ क्यों जोड़ें? इस वजह समाजवादी पार्टी ने इस डिनर में न जाने का निर्णय लिया।
Samajwadi Party leader Mulayam Singh and also the BSP leader Mayawati, they did not go to the dinner.
The Congress is prolonging its existence by default because nobody is interested now in pulling it down at the moment. That is the situation you see with regard to the SP and the BSP also.
Whether he will do it year after year without actually being formally member of our alliance, or whether he will keep in mind that this is not the ideal thing to do when elections are around the corner, etc. It's his decision. But you know that he was welcome then and he will be welcome again. But obviously what we expect is the formal members, the actual members of the UPA will be present. Friends are more than welcome.
Just a year ago, the stage had a different look. TMC with 18, DMK with its 19. Even the Samajwadi Party with its 22, in solidarity with the government. This year though, the usual friends were missing. The fringe, the ones and twos of Indian politics, now assume centre stage. Congress putting up a brave front, knowing that either it hasn't handled its friends well, or no one wants to ride the sinking ship.
UPA was formed with an idea of having Congress as its nucleus and allies as an integral part. But post-2009 victory, where it won over 200 seats all by itself, senior leaders of Congress, including Rahul Gandhi, were being quoted as saying that the dependence on the allies need to be reduced to head for a single-party rule. Has this effort caused friction, leaving Congress with far lesser political friends?
Well, I do accept that UPA 2, the coordination issues have been far less than what UPA 1 had. And primarily maybe the left was more important in terms of, putting the agenda always on the forefront.
It is neither united nor progressive. In fact, the Congress is the dominating partner. And I think all other partners are taken for granted. Congress has developed an expertise, you see, in manipulating votes through its control over the CBI and so forth, all types of support, and thus to prolong its existence.
Arrogance. I think in running an alliance, you have to hand it to the Congress. They somehow manage the numbers. They manage a majority. They manufacture a majority. So from that point of view, how they do it and what means they do it, I don't want to say anything about that.
Head of the Joint Parliamentary Committee on 2G, PC Chako tries to put up a brave front. He knows he would need allies, the most during the voting in the JPC.
DMK left us. What for? We could not protect Raja. Raja was in jail. Naturally, they are unhappy. I was looking into the 2G scam. I did not do the whitewashing for anybody. I did an honest job. They were offended. They went out.
What makes the Congress so confident that those who are with them will stay with them and those who've gone away may actually come back into the fold? For the allies, does the Congress present the LOA, that is the least objectionable activity factor?
I think, Indian politics has got certain safety valves, because you have all the parties, because they are unhappy with Congress, cannot go to BJP. BJP has got a stigma. BJP is not that way an acceptable party in the national level for many. Out of sheer helplessness, some parties might have gone to them. With the same speed, they have come back also. Congress now feels that, we can have more association with many other parties also who are not with us today.
13 years of partnership in Maharashtra has stood the test of time. I see no reason why that will change. But I certainly, as I said earlier, that there is a little bit of big brotherly attitude at times. We are also a political party which has its own space, and we will continue to, fight for our little space which we have under the sun.
Neither the UPA nor the NDA will be able to come back to power because they have all broken, you see, with their allies. The Congress has neither any allies now, excepting those who are almost its, bonded labor. Same is the case with the NDA. I don't think anybody will come to them.